What's up, guys? It's AttackonSamurott, and here is another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle for you guys. This is Wi-Fi battle number 11, and this one was pretty. Let's just say this was a long battle. So, actually, what you guys are seeing right now is a post, version of the. It's post me of the video, which you guys are gonna see right after is gonna be the battle. And I actually sped up the battle because the battle was kind of long and a little drawn out. So, yeah. So this is me talking from the future tense. So, anyways, this battle was I got this battle from this guy on Discord. His name is DenisTheMenace. So he has this pretty bulky looking team. Lando T, Celesteela, Tangrowth, Zygarde, Latios, and Mega Pinsir. So a very bulky offensive team. And a very definitely a very hard looking OU team. While my other team is looking sort of OU. So just to recap my team, I am running a cool tent. A cruel tent. The Tentacruel. I'm rocking the Focus Sash, being max attack, max speed, max special attack, max speed. Then I'm rocking Pursuer, the Decidueye, being specially defensive, with the moves Spirit Shackle, Toxic, Roost, and Defog. Then we have Cloud, my Raikou, being Choice Specs with the moves Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Extra Sensory, and Hidden Power Ice. Then we have Antennas, my Flygon. I'm rocking the Groundinium Z with Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, and Fire Punch to hit the Steel types. Then we have Ryuko, my Mega Scizor, with the moves Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, Superpower, and U-Turn. Then lastly, we have Thick, my Blissey, with the moves Soft Boiled, Stealth Rock, Toxic, and no, I think it was Thunder Wave. I don't remember. I think it was either Thunder Wave or Ice Beam or something like that. I know I had Toxic though. I remember that, but I forgot its last move. So clearly shows I know how much I know about my moves. But yeah. But again, this was a pretty tough battle. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say about it. And now my past self will be talking in 3, 2, 1 about the battle. So yeah. And so the battle begins. So my opponent Denis again has a very offensive team, so I felt like I had to start off with Tentacruel, who could deal with the majority of his mons, since he has 2 mons that are weak to Ice Beam, and also they're weak to Sludge Bomb. So right here, he is going to switch because he knows that I'm faster, because we actually had a battle earlier before, and I actually did show off the Ice Beam, and I actually froze his Landorus on the first Ice Beam, so that was pretty funny. And you're gonna see right here I do it again. So I go for my Toxic Spikes. I want to get them up. He doesn't have anything that at the time I thought couldn't really get rid of them, besides maybe Latios, but again, I wasn't really thinking that. So I'm gonna go for the Sludge Bomb. And Sludge Bomb is going to do a good amount of damage to that Tangrowth. Actually, I probably should have went for that first. Actually, no, Ice Beam was the right play anyway. But, he's going to switch out Tangrowth, going to go into Celesteela, predicting the Sludge Bomb. And my opponent, Denis, is going to get the right prediction. So I go for it, and he takes no damage. So I have to switch out, and I have to go into Cloud or Thick. I should have went into Cloud, but I go into Thick as he goes Lead Seed. I feel like I went Thick first because I wanted to scout out what kind of Celesteela he was. Maybe it was something like that. But he's gonna switch out, and he's gonna go right back into Landorus right now. So he's gonna bring the Lando back in as I get my Stealth Rocks up. Which Stealth Rocks were pretty important in this game. that I felt, because that would really hurt his Mega Pincer. So I felt like I did the right play doing that, getting those rocks up. So I'm going to get a little bit of leftovers health back too. Thick does have some physical defense, so I should be able to take a hit from Lando if he does go for the hit, if he does go for an Earthquake. So right here my opponent's going to go for the U-turn actually. So he goes U-turn, U-turn does, again like I said, it does some decent damage, but still able to take it somewhat well. So Latios comes in, and right here I actually go for the Toxic, thinking that his Lando would stay in. So I go Toxic, and Toxic is going to get that thing poisoned. So yeah, really wanted that Latios to get wore down, but with the Toxic it's not really going to matter that much, because Latios after this point won't really be shown that much in the game, except for pretty much at the end. So yeah, a little bit of a spoiler right there. But right here he's going to show off the defog as I was predicting. So I go into Pursuer to scout, also to see how much damage he would do, but goes defog, and he's going to get rid of my Stealth Rocks, which kind of sucks. Really does suck actually, that he got that off. So yeah, but he is again getting whittled down by Toxic, but it's not really going to matter, because he's going to switch out Latios, and he's going to go right back into Lando to get the Intimidate off, which is kind of boring. I mean, which is not boring, but kind of expected. But I'm going to go for the Spirit Shackle, and I'm going to try and keep this Lando in here, because Lando is a problem. I wanted to try and keep it in here with me. So right here I'm going to switch, and I'm going to go into Antennas, predicting him to go for, I don't know, I feel like I sacked, no, did I sack this Mon? I think I wanted to see what kind of Lando he was. It was something like that, but I go for the Dragon Dance right here, and Dragon Dance is going to help me a little bit, but right here he's going to show off the HP Ice. Hidden Power Ice Lando is pretty common now on Showdown, so in Showdown OU, so I was kind of expecting this, kind of not. But I go for the Dragon Claw, and Dragon Claw at +1 only brings it down to half, which is pretty sad actually. That Flygon didn't do that much damage. So Flygon's going to drop, which is unfortunate. That I lost a Mon that could have been pretty useful. So he's going to bring in the Zygarde, and Zygarde's kind of a problem, but I do have a Cruel Tent to come in here and go for the Ice Beam if I really need to, but unfortunately though I am going to lose my Focus Ash because of that. So he's going to switch out, predicting the Ice Beam, and he's going to go into Pincer. He made a really good play doing that, because that's going to guarantee him that he can again take the Ice Beam. So that's only going to bring him down to 40, but if I predicted that, maybe I could have went for Sludge Bomb, or I could have tried to go Scald. But again, Ice Beam was the right play in my eye, because Zygarde was a problem. But again, he predicted it correctly, goes Return, and I lose a very, very crucial Mon to this game. So all I got left for the other 5. So I bring in Cloud to try and revenge kill the Mega Pincer. But of course, I was actually predicting that he could have went like Zygarde or something. I think I went Hidden Power Ice here, or something like that. I think it was, okay, no, I went Thunderbolt. So I went Thunderbolt, thinking that maybe he would go Celesteela or something. No, actually, no, I don't remember why I went Thunderbolt. But gonna bring a Pursuer, and Pursuer can try and lock this thing in here. But I don't think that's really going to be that beneficial to me. But I am going to get some more leftovers, health back, as though. So he's going to switch out, going to bring in the Lando, and right here I think I went Toxic, predicting Lando to come in, or I went Spirit Shackle, one of the two. Oh wait, no, okay, now I remember. I went Default because I wanted to get rid of the Roxy he set up on my side, because that could be a problem, because that could whittle down my Raikou and everything else on the team. I didn't really want that. So he's gonna go for the U-turn again, and he's gonna bring in, I think he brings Celesteela back in if I remember correctly. Yeah, he does. He does bring Celesteela back in, which was annoying, but again, he does bring it in. I go Toxic, and yeah, so he sees pretty much my whole moveset. At this point, he's probably thinking that my whole moveset is Spirit Shackle, Toxic, Roost, and Defog, which he was right, probably. So he's gonna switch, go Pinsir, predicting me to go into... Okay, no, I don't remember why I did this play, but I went Spirit Shackle. It's not going to do that much to Pinsir, and I don't really want to be locked in with Pinsir, so yeah, I think right here I was predicting him to go for... Okay, well, I go Thick, because I think I was predicting him to go for like Earthquake or something, which he did go for Earthquake, because he probably predicted me to go in a Cloud, so that was a good play on Denis's part for doing that. But unfortunately, that is going to weaken Thick quite a bit for me. But again, I realize that the majority of his team is mostly physical, so Thick going down is kind of a bad thing, but at the same time, it at least gives me a switch in. So I sack Thick, and I have to bring in Cloud. Cloud is, again, the best mon for me to bring in. Honestly, like, now I remember, like, the rest, like, his whole team did give me some trouble because I had to predict which mon he would go into, because he had 3 mons he can go into. He could go into Tangrowth, he could go into Tangrowth or Zygarde. I had to predict between either of the two. So right here, it's just going to be a Volt Switch and U-turn fest. I'm saying it right now. So I'm going to Volt Switch out, and I'm going to bring in Ryuko. So I bring in Ryuko, and this is a pretty good play for me right here, because I think right here I tried to go, I think I went Swords Dance. Okay, no, I went U-turn. I went U-turn right here. I Mega Evolved and went U-turn. So I Mega right here, go for the U-turn, and I wanted to bring Cloud back in, because again, Cloud does pressure his team quite a bit. So I wanted to take advantage of that. Okay, no, never mind. I went Swords Dance. okay, so I went Swords Dance right here. But then I switch again because, okay, no, I realize I'm faster than his Celesteela, and I go U-turn. Then I go right back into oh no, wait, no, I think I went Pursuer because I wanted to scout for what kind of Celesteela he was. I wanted to see if he had Heavy Slam or if he had like some kind of special attacking move. So he did have Flamethrower, because he was not afraid to go for it right there. On my Scizor switch in, on my Ryuko switch in. So yeah, Flamethrower doesn't do that much since Pursuer is special defensive, so it's able to eat that hit, which is again very good for me. So he's gonna switch out, and he's gonna go into Lando. Lando really can't touch my can't really touch Pursuer. So I just roost up, get back to full or about full. After lefties, I think after lefties just bring me back to full, or okay, never mind, just brings me all the way back up. So he's gonna go HP Ice again, trying to figure out what kind of Decidueye I am. But I go Toxic, and I'm gonna wear down this this Lando. So right here, he's gonna try and play some games with me. He's gonna try and keep setting up Stealth Rock, and I'm going to keep defogging it away because I can't have Stealth Rocks on my side of the field, because if they are, then it's really going to hurt Cloud, and Cloud is a major mon that I needed for this game. So he's going to set the Stealth Rocks up like I said, and I'm going to keep defogging them away. I went Toxic predicting him to go, I think maybe I went Toxic predicting him to go into Pinsir, I think. But I think Pinsir's already poisoned at this point. No, it's Lando. Yeah, Pinsir's already poisoned. So, oh no, that's Tangrowth. Never mind. But he's gonna go HPS again, really trying to whittle me down. I'm gonna go Defog. HPS isn't doing any damage like I mentioned before. So, really, he's hurting himself more than he's hurting me. But I think at this point I realize that he's just sacking Lando, so that way he can get himself a switch in into Pinsir or into Zygarde, which again were major threats in this game. So he sets his rocks up again. I go Defog again because again I can't have these rocks up on the field. So he is yeah, still getting his health back, such. Man, I thought I sped this game up. Why is it still going so slow? Like I sped this whole game up, but it's still going slow, but whatever. So Lando drops a poison, brings in Pinsir, and that's like the worst nightmare for me, because what that means is that I have to sack Pursuer, that I may have to go into Cloud and take some damage. So right here, he is actually going to go for the return, and return is going to do a lot to me, actually. Like, this is actually a pretty scary play, because I thought, like, oh, he could have predicted me to go, he could have predicted Raikou and went for an Earthquake, but instead he went for the return, which was, I guess, the smart play. So goes Hidden Power Ice, and that's going to do a good amount of Tangrowth. I should have just stayed in and just kept going Hidden Power Ice, because again, that hits everything on his team, but I didn't play it that well. So Tangrowth's going to come back in and, you know, take that Hidden Power Ice damage, and I bring in my Mega Pinsir, my Mega, can't say names right, I bring in my Ryuko. So I go U-turn, predicting him to go into Celesteela and also get damage on Tangrowth. So I bring Cloud back in. Again, it's really just a U-turn switch fest right now. Like, it's like a Volt turn fest right now. That's pretty much what it is at this point. So again, I have to predict that he would go into, that he would stay in, take the damage, or he'd switch. He's actually going to protect to scout for which move I go for, so I actually go Volt Switch. And seeing that he predicted me to go Volt Switch, I mean that he protected on the Volt Switch, what I should have done was actually go into maybe Pursuer or go into Cloud, but instead I went Volt Switch again, and he brings Zygarde in for free, which is something I did not want. So he's going to take a Volt Switch and not take damage, because Zygarde resists that, of course, is immune to that, I mean. So I switch out Cloud, I go Pursuer, and this man makes the prediction to go right back into Pinsir, predicting me to go right back into my Pursuer. And what this means is that my Pursuer is gonna have to drop right now. So yeah, so I had to sack Pursuer right here, so that way I could bring Cloud back in. Again, Cloud was pretty much the best thing I could do at this point. So Pursuer is going to get neutralized, like just gone. It just died to love. So yeah, so Cloud's gonna come in. Pretty much at this point he has to go Quick Attack and try and take me out. Okay, no, that's the turn after, I think. He goes Tangrowth, I go Volt Switch, or I went Thunderbolt. Okay, no, I went Volt Switch again. Really wanted to try and, you know, get some more initiative back. Again, I'm down 2 months. Well, not down 2 months. I have 2 months left. So, and he has his full team, even though half of it is you know, toxic or whatever. So breaks in Celesteela. I go Swords Dance on the switch in. On the switching into Celesteela, and I think I went Swords Dance again at this point, because at this point, like, I was mad at this Celesteela. I was just like, you know what, I'm done. That's literally how I was. I was just like, I'm done with the Celesteela. The Celesteela is a problem. So I was just like, God, let me live this flamethrower, please. And I lived it. And I lived it. So yeah, I was so happy about that, because right here you're gonna see Ryuko put in that damage and is gonna rip that Celesteela gone. I hate Celesteela. I hate Celesteela more than Skarmory. Like, actually, no. I hate Celesteela more than Ferrothorn. That's how much I hate that mon. That mon is a pain in the butt, and I'm glad that thing dropped. So yeah, gonna go Quick Attack, and Ryuko goes bye-bye. So yeah, so at this point, all I have left is Cloud. So I just have to lock myself in Hidden Power Ice and hope that his Latios isn't Scarfed and that we speed tie and that somehow I win. But even so, he has Quick Attack, and also his Zygarde has Extreme Speed, so he would have to go for it. He got the crit Quick Attack, so I was just like, oh well. So got the crit on me. I was able to finish off his Pinsir with a Hidden Power Ice, but then Latios comes in and crushes my dreams and goes for a Side Shock, and that is going to be the game. I mean, a Psychic, my bad. So yeah, that's going to be the game, and yeah, again, pretty unfortunate that happened, but it was still a really close game though. So yeah, good game to my opponent, Denis. He played it really well, And yeah.